Hello and welcome to the Turtle Beach Extravaganza. As some of you may know, I've recently been streaming games and reviewing them, which led me to getting a headset for my Series X. More on that when I talk about the Stealth 700 Gen 2s. I also have an unboxing video for the Series X in case you might want to check that out. Anyway, in the same vein of reviewing these games, I put a poll on Twitter asking what to play next, and The Last of Us happened to be one and won the poll. During my time with The Last of Us, I realized that streaming isn't as fun without a mic to engage chat with. So I began my quest for a PS4 headset, and as you can probably tell, I like Turtle Beach stuff. So in a sort of show and tell and a sort of review process, I want to talk about all of my headsets and give you an example of how the mics are. For a baseline, I will talk into these cheapo little earbuds and give you an example. Then we will move on to the headsets and talk about each one and some things I like and dislike. So on with the show.
Cheapo earbuds, dirty buds, for comparison's sake.
I got this little headset for my wife forever ago so that we could play with our friends and be in chat. It's strange, as it used to play game audio as well as party audio. I'm pretty for sure that when this came out, there were no options for volume levels in the Xbox dashboard or settings, so you just had what you had. Using it now on the Series X for testing, it only plays party chat through the earpiece, and you now have access to mic monitoring levels and headset volume through Xbox dashboard audio settings. Going to talk into the 30X mic here in a bit so you can get a feel for its quality. The earpiece itself is open back, so you'll get noise bleed from whatever environment you find yourself in. But for a cheap headset to get you into the action, it serves its purpose and you can hear your friends or enemies pretty well. There's no mic monitoring in the earpiece, so you can't hear yourself if you get too loud. GameStop and Turtle Beach no longer seem to carry this headset, and only found one for sale on Amazon. Otherwise, I could possibly recommend it if all you want from your headset is to use it for chat. Turtle Beach seems to have replaced it with what they call the Force Recon chat headset, which is an entirely different design, but it's $15. So again, cheap and has its place. On to the mic test.
Recon 30X mic test.
This is the headset I'm most familiar with. I've had it for years. My first high dollar headset. At release, these were $2.99. I've actually wore out one set of ear cups and the headband. The fake leather doesn't last forever. My wife now uses the Elite 800s since I made the move to the Series X. But I did use them on the PS4 via the optical port when playing The Last of Us. The headset carried me through many gaming and music sessions. The 3D soundstage from the 7.1 Dolby Audio is pretty good, depending on game design. The active noise cancellation is a nice feature and does well with blocking out background noise such as fans, which we run a lot of because it gets miserably hot during the summer. Speaking of heat, the headset itself gets pretty toasty on your ears as the fake leather, doesn't allow much breathability. The headset also offers Bluetooth, and that's how I listen to music. With my phone and the 800s in hand, it was really easy to tune out the world and find some relaxation. This is also the only headset of the batch that has a female 3.5mm headphone jack, and it came with a dual male 3.5mm aux cable, allowing you to get a hardline connection to any compatible source, as long as they come with a headphone jack. The controls on this headset fall flat compared to the newer models, but worked well at the time. 4 directional presses, or holding in a direction on each ear cup, determine your volumes, Bluetooth, mic monitoring, mic muting, etc. I always enjoyed using this headset and only got a new one because there's no optical port on the Series X. which left two options. Either get a splitter box, which takes the HDMI signal and splits it to optical from there, requiring two HDMI cables. I considered this option. It's more budget friendly, but I already have a horrible spiderweb of wires and boxes running behind my entertainment center, and I didn't want to compromise the HDMI signal coming from the Series X. A good headset for its time, but I can't recommend getting one now. Here's a sample of the Elite 800X microphone via Bluetooth, and then we'll go on to the next headset.
Elite 800X mic test.
So the Stealth 700 Gen 2, I really considered a variety of different headsets and wanted to get a SteelSeries Arctis 9X, but decided on saving some money. I purchased the Stealth 700 Gen 2s using coupons and saved myself a bit more. I've had this headset for a few months and I didn't really know if I wanted to talk about it or unbox it, but I felt now is the time. I can say design and looks wise, it's very nice. It feels very well built, sturdy, and quality. It has cooling ear cups that actually do feel pretty cool when you first put it on, and managed to stay fairly cool during long sessions. Compared to the Elite 800X headset, these are far more comfortable. Something I didn't consider because I never had anything to compare those against. The audio is good, though there is no active noise cancellation. You can change all the audio presets, but they have to be altered on the app, which isn't great. You can flip through modes with the mode button, but fine-tuning has to be done on the app. So I just run the headset with signature sound, which sounds pretty good. I hadn't noticed any lag, so I have to say it's a pretty nice headset. The controls are super simple, and it also has Bluetooth. The headset and Xbox somehow communicate to have noise cancellation for the microphone, which is a nice and definitely worth mention feature. As a final note really, the ease of pairing this headset to your Xbox is amazing. Hit two pairing buttons, one on the headset, one on the controller, you're good to go. However, it's not without its flaws. Turning the headset on is about the same as turning on your Xbox controller, which will instantly wake up your Xbox from sleep. I'm sure to some this is a feature, but to me it's a flaw. Sometimes I just want to use the Bluetooth and listen to music on my phone or do audio editing on my tablet, you know? Anyway, time for that mic sample and then on to the next headset.
Stealth 700 mic test. How are they? How do they sound?
I kinda got sold on the 600 Gen 2 headset for a few reasons. One is that I really like the build quality, look, and function of the 700 Gen 2 set. This is not that. They're very lightweight, which is a good thing for long play sessions, but they are entirely plastic, with a retail price of around $50 US less than the 700 Gen 2 headset. I feel like it's lost a lot of features. No Bluetooth, as you have a little USB dongle to connect with anything, which is kind of good because it seems to work with everything. My tablet using an OTG adapter, the Nintendo Switch, which works great, or the PS4. They're also future-proof because they work with the PS5. That's gonna be a while, but hey, I've got a headset ready to go. That is neither here nor there though. I again used a discount code, and this is just to, help anybody that might consider this headset. But I did use a discount code, which I got by signing up for the Turtle Beach newsletter. The Turtle Beach website also offers rewards, which turn into coupons. So you can easily get this headset for less than retail price, but that price still, I feel it's unjustified. Because you lose the cooling ear pads, the Bluetooth, and the feeling of quality from the 700 Gen 2s. That's a big difference in $50. And these little protrusions at the bottom of the ear cups, I'm not sure why these are here, but they seem to pinpoint the full clamping force of the headset, which isn't great. The audio for music, it's a bit muddy, the bass doesn't hit great. It's a decent soundstage, and I'm not an audiophile, so I would say pretty good overall. What really matters to me is having a mic and an easy way to test game audio when I play PlayStation games. With that said, this headset does pretty decent, and I think the mic quality was pretty good for the price too. There's no form of noise isolation when using these through the PlayStation. You are able to adjust these values in console menus, which I'm still trying to dial in just right for the streams. So overall, a decent headset, but I'd rather recommend saving up the extra $50 and getting the 700 Gen 2 headset. With all that said, let's move on to the mic test and get ready to sum this video up. 600 Gen 2 mic test. Test. Well, I have a clear favorite from this lineup of headsets. Do you? Are you a Turtle Beach fan? Think I went the wrong route not choosing a SteelSeries headset? Let me know in the comments below. My favorite here, however, is the Stealth 700 Gen 2s. It has a heft to it, but is by far the most comfortable headset I now own, with a pretty good sound, and is very aesthetically pleasing. But I'm the type to say, I hope you find your own headset, and I hope this lineup review was helpful or entertaining to someone. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.